If you've lived in Central Oregon for any length of time, you've probably driven by Vince Genna Stadium. But have you ever wondered who he is? I sure did, and what I found out was one for the record books. Vince was major league material from a young age until one day he got 2 letters.
Close to graduation, high school graduation, he received 2 letters. One was from the Yankees saying, "We want you to come out and play." And one was from Uncle Sam saying, "We want you to come out and fight."
So Vince went over there, and while over there, suffered a career-ending injury.
And he got a shoulder torn up, and that was the end of his professional career.
So Vince headed back stateside.
Came back to Salem after his war years and started coaching the Salem American Legion team.
He was doing so well as a coach that his reputation made it to the other side of the mountains.
Leonard Lundgren got a hold of him and said, "Hey, we want you to come out to Bend. We want you to coach our American Legion team."
Vince's Salem team ended up having 4 players that signed professional contracts, which was a really big deal back then. But when he arrived here, he didn't have quite that level of players.
We were pretty raw. We won the district that first year for him.
They went on to win the entire state in '58, largely because Vince had a passion for baseball and the personality of a true leader.
Kind of a combination dad, brother, friend, inspiration guy. You'd run through the wall for him.
By all accounts, Vince's #1 passion was baseball. Even after losing what could have been a big league career, he clung very tightly to his love of the game, earning him the aptly named nickname, Mr. Baseball.
In our pregame drills, everybody would get 10 good cuts in the batting practice. And then we would go through and each would get 3 good cuts. And Vince would always get the last 3 cuts. And then it would be a 4th cut and a 5th cut. And it was almost like the umpires had to come on the field and get him out of the batter's box because he just liked it so much.
Vince was also the head of what we called the Park and Rec today. He won national awards for his work.
So when his time came, he was known as much for his impact on the community as he was for his love of putting on the spikes.
We did the memorial for him after he died where he wanted it, right there on the infield in the daytime. It was extremely touching because a lot of players came from a lot of places around just to come to this thing. But he was a great man and a great coach, and it's very apropos that this place was named for him.
Now normally this is where the story would end, but as I was researching this story, I heard something about the big Genna controversy, and as a serious, meticulous, and even incredulous journalist, I had to dig deeper for the truth. There's the big Genna controversy. Can you speak to that?
Yeah, it was always Genna. He went to a 30th or 40th reunion of his bomber squadron in Italy. And of course his ethnic heritage was Italian. And he got over there and they were all Genna.
Vince's family name in Italy is pronounced Genna. So when he got back, he kind of started using that pronunciation, which kind of confused people for decades.
Vince Genna. I guess it's potato.
For Central Oregon Daily News, I'm Scott Elmas.